Welcome back to my Meals for One series using Costco Rotisserie chicken. Today we're going to do grilled Italian sandwiches right on the stovetop. Hang on and I'll show you the ingredients and we'll get started. For the grilled Italian sandwiches, we have 2 slices of bread. I'm using sourdough day-old bread. I have some muffuletta sandwich topping, 6 ounces of chopped rotisserie chicken, garlic powder. I'm using Gouda cheese today, and we'll also sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese. We'll need olive oil to spray the sandwich and to cook it on the stovetop. And I'm also adding some roasted red peppers to the sandwich to give it good flavor and color. Okay, we've got 6 ounces of chopped rotisserie chicken in the bowl. I'm going to begin by adding some muffuletta sauce. It's called mild muffuletta for salads and sandwiches. It's just a mixture of olives, oil, vegetables. I'll add about a tablespoon, a little more of that. I'll season it with the little garlic powder. So I'll mix all of that together. It's going to actually be a sizable sandwich. It's 6 ounces of chicken mixed with the muffuletta mix. I'm going to spray with a little olive oil the bread. Also put some additional garlic powder. For binding, we'll want to add the cheese next to the bread. These are little slices of Gouda cheese, but you can add any kind of cheese you like, actually. Top it with that chicken muffuletta mix. The kinds of cheeses you could use would be, you could do Swiss cheese, you could do any kind of cheese that you like, that you typically have on sandwiches. You could even use cheddar cheese. Now, if you have a panini maker, this is also perfect for that. I do have one. I'm not going to use it today. I wanted to show you how you can also, if you don't have a panini maker, you can still just make it on the stovetop. I'm going to put a couple more pieces of cheese on this side to help bind it. For the roasted red peppers, actually I'm going to dry these off. You can lay them right on top. Okay, and then the top layer goes right on. Also, if you want to add in a little bit of Parmesan cheese, you can sprinkle some right on top there. And then top it. All right, let's take it over to the stove and I'll show you how we're going to cook it. Okay, we'll turn it on medium-high heat. And I have my olive oil spray. I'm just going to lightly spray. To weight it down, I have a smaller cast iron skillet with a lot of weight that will help press the sandwich down and help with the browning process, and then we'll flip it and do the same on the other side. Okay, that is heating up pretty well. I'm going to spray the top layer a little bit with olive oil. And I'm going to place that weight right on top. That just helps it press and cook on the bottom. But that's what it's looking like. We'll keep it a little bit, it's pretty thick with ingredients, so it also helps to press them together and assist in the cooking process. Oh boy. Okay, that's pretty brown. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. So I flipped it over. Some of the ingredients fell out, but that's perfectly fine. It is stuffed pretty full. Okay, you can see that that cheese is starting to really melt over the ingredients, and it's going to bind everything together. Okay, that looks like that's done. It's nice and brown on the bottom side. I'm going to get a plate and dish it up. Okay, I wanted to give you a close-up of the sandwich before I slice it in half. And we'll be serving this with a salad. Okay, now we're going to do the taste test of the grilled Italian chicken sandwich. And I'm serving it with salad. It's really very easy to make. You could have it for lunch or dinner. Let's give it a taste. Look how crispy brown that is. Wow, you're gonna love that. That crispy bread, gooey cheese, the saltiness of the olive tapenade or muffuletta, a tender chicken in there, a little hint of garlic. It's going to be perfect for a meal. Thank you so much for joining me on my Meals for One series using Costco Rotisserie chicken. We'll see you next time.